This video is brought to you by Dr. Kristen R. Bromley's Guitar Method Book Series and Online Music Academy.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kristen Bromley. Welcome to my online academy. I'm delighted to be here with you in these online lessons. In this video, I'm going to go over the B7sus chord voicing that we can play in first position. And then, of course, we'll jam together on some progressions that work on this chord and the other dominant 7sus chords that we've been learning recently. So in the last two videos, I've gone through all the other first position sus 4 chords that we can play with that dominant 7th in them. And of course, 2 videos ago, in that first video for this segment, I went over what dominant 7th sus 4 chords are. So we're finishing off here learning that last open position sus 4 chord that has the dominant 7th, or the dominant 7th sus 4 chord. We're going to jam together on some progressions that allow us to practice these and some of the other chords that we've been learning recently, so it's going to be super fun. This video accompanies lesson 21 from my Chords and Harmony Books 1 and 2 method book. In the book, we'll start on page 138, where we've got the diagram that I also have up here on the board. And then we'll be on pages 141 and 142. We're going to jam together on songs 9 through 12. All right, so let's take a look at this chord. We know that the dominant 7th sus 4 chords are a major chord that has that flatted 7th added to it. That's how we get the dominant 7th. But to make it suspended, then we take that 3rd of the chord and replace it with the 4th, just like we did when we were learning sus 4 chords several lessons ago. So we've done sus 4 chords, we've done sus 2 chords. Now in the lesson series, we're working on these dominant 7th sus 4 chords that show up from time to time. They also can be written with just the sus after the 7 and not that 4. So that's kind of a review of what we've talked about a little bit. Let's take a look at this voicing. So with the dominant 7th chord, the B7 chord that we normally play in first position, to get the B7 sus 4, all we need to do is slide our index finger up 1 fret higher and we'll get B7 sus 4. So index on that 2nd fret of the 4th string, then middle on that 2nd fret of the 5th string, ring finger on that 2nd fret of the 3rd string. We play the 2nd string open, we play the top string at the 2nd fret with our pinky, and then we don't play that low 6th string. You could alternatively finger it a different way if you want to. You go index, middle, and ring, and then pinky if you want to, but this works well for my hands, plus it allows us to go from the B7 chord to that B7 sus 4. So that's how you play that one, just like that. And you might just get used to it by going back and forth between B7 and then B7 sus 4. Just kind of get used to those 2 different fingerings. Of course, once we've learned that chord, it's time to start practicing some chord progressions with it. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to do numbers 9 through 12 on pages 141 and 142. I'm going to go over the strumming pattern for each of these. So we start with number 9. It's in 3/4 times, so we're just using our classic 1, 2, up, 3, up. Then with number 10, we've got down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up. So easy as that goes, just like that. With number 11, we've got one of these double time feel strumming patterns. We're going to have down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up. Just like that. And then with number 12, this is the pattern that we sometimes use where we've got, it's a 2-measure pattern, so we insert it every 2 measures. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, up, down, up. And with that one, note with number 12, all the repeats. So you're going to play 4 measures and repeat those 4 measures. It does that in 4-bar segments all the way through until we get to that final G chord. So, if you come across any chords with these progressions that you don't remember but that we've learned recently, just flip back in the book and find the little diagram that'll help you play them. There are some that sneak in from the sus 4 lesson, the sus 2 lesson, the add 9 lesson. So we've had some of these chords recently, but they're not as familiar as the basic chords, which we otherwise play all the way through these. All right, so each one's going to happen at 2 different tempos. First a slower tempo and then a faster tempo. With them, if you get kind of caught and it gets a little difficult, for example, with number 11, we start with that B7 sus 4, and then we go to E, and if you can't keep up with the strumming pattern, and then it's like, I can't switch, then you want to pause that video and go back and forth between those 2 chords, and just get used to going back and forth between those 2 chords. Then try adding in the strumming pattern doing that. just practice that back and forth till you're ready. Then resume playing along with the video. Of course, as I've also mentioned previously in other videos, you can just mute those strings, work on the strumming, and then don't worry about the strumming, just worry about the fingering of the chords and then try putting the two together. But it's going to be fun. Let's go ahead and play these together. right, awesome. I hope you are having fun with this. In the next video, we're going to take a look at the bar chord versions of these chords. So it's going to be fun. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching this video. If you found it helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And be sure to check out more great content. You can find more information about me and my products at kristenbromley.com. Take care.